Every chart tells a story, but only the disciplined eyes can read it. Hello, traders. Welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. In today's video, I'll walk you through a couple of key observations I found on the charts. These aren't just random details, they are signals that could shape tomorrow's market moves. And it's pretty important to pay attention to them. So let's break it down together and build a clear trade plan for the next session. And before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And on that note, we'll start with today's video. First, we'll be discussing about what we did in the markets today, and the second part will be where we'll be planning the trade plan for tomorrow. Now, before we start, word of caution. Tomorrow is the weekly expiry of Nifty, and anybody who is into option buying and is trading Nifty like me, make sure to shift your trading to the next week's expiry. Apart from the Hero Zero trade that we can be taken as per the expiry setup post 2 p.m., rest of the trading should be shifted to the next week's expiry. You might be paying a slightly higher premium for your entries, but you will be doing a lot of favor to your trading capital, right? So let's start with the analysis. Now, today's chart is very, very important. Now, just a random look at the chart, you might be saying, okay, what is so important about this particular price action that happened today? But in today's chart, I think it's a very good example wherein I can show you the market structure that I keep talking about. So how I identify it, and today's chart is something which is crystal clear about uh, change in the market structure as well as well, it includes everything. Yeah, there's a downtrend, then there's a change in structure, there's an uptrend, then there is a sideways momentum. Right. So I'll start with that first, and then we'll discuss about the trade plan. Right. So the markets opened with almost a flattish opening, came down, moved up. This around here, market was moving in a lower high, lower low formation, right? I hope the white dots that you can see, they are clear. The lows are constantly getting lower, the highs are constantly getting lower. So this is the market structure which is in a downtrend. So for the first till around 10:45 p.m., the market structure was in a very, very clear downtrend. Then something happened. Another lower high was formed, but then a higher low was formed. Then a higher high was formed. Another higher low, another higher high, followed by another higher low, then another lower high, lower low, then starts the randomness. So once I have drawn the zigzag lines that is there, so you can clearly see initially this is how you need to identify in the live markets. Okay, this is the market structure which is forming in like a higher high, higher low. Then again, this is the shift that you need to observe, right? So after the first lower low, which was not breached, a higher low was formed, then a higher high was formed. So this changed the structure till around here. Again, till here, the structure changed to a lower high and lower low. But then again, with this high being taken out, then this low being taken out, then this was all randomness still around here, right? So the point of me discussing that today's price action was important was critically this identification of the market structure and what are the things that you need to look at. All you need to do is focus on the swings and mark out the highs and lows, and that's it. I believe now it has been very, very clearly and simply explained in a very, very simple manner. So that is the reason why I told that, okay, this today's price action is extremely important for somebody who wants to focus more on how to learn and identify the market structure that is going on in the market. So today's price action had everything, right? From a downtrend to an uptrend, change in structure, again change in structure to a random sideways behavior. So again, coming to the trades, markets opened with a almost a flattish opening, but near the highs of the level that we were looking at breaking. I expected if the market spends some time around here and then breaks out, we can take a long trade as per our plan. But then that was something which market did not have in mind. Markets came around here, and this around this level, when this particular low was created, we were around a support area, right? This was the support area that we had drawn on our charts. followed with a good RSI divergence. Try to see markets had formed a new low. RSI did not form a new low. RSI formed a higher low around here. See, so markets formed a new low. RSI formed a higher. So around here, I was kind of prepared to trade a double bottom, but then from the support area, the entry was coming in after the breach of this particular high, which was not triggered. Markets came down again. Now, below this particular low, we were looking at a short entry, right? Around here, the RSI divergence was also clearly gone. A new low was formed compared to the previous swing low, and that is why RSI divergence completely gone. This was the pullback that we wanted. Below this, we were looking for a short entry. But as the market approached it, since I had also been keenly observing RSI, you can again look the RSI being trading at a higher levels, right? That was the reason I thought let me take some more confirmation from the markets before entering a short trade. And just by simply observing the RSI, which did not go below this last swing low till when the price was going in. So I'm talking about the time when this candle was still live, right? It had not closed. So when it had broken this particular low, it gave us a closing above this, no doubt. But once it was below this particular swing low, and the RSI levels were not moving in below this particular thing. That is where I thought, let me wait for some more confirmation. Uh, Again, that of course did not come. And then there was a change in market structure, which was spotted. And since we were still near our support zone, like I tell you, the support zone is not the exact zone that market has to take a support from exactly this zone. This is just one of the many fib levels, and that is why it can be breached, or markets can take support from above this level as well. All you need to do is focus on the price action and the market change in market structure, which I told you guys. So till after this particular swing high, the change in market structure was confirmed, right? First, the higher low was formed, then a higher high was formed. We need both the lows and the highs to change for the confirmed change in market structure. With this pullback, as soon as this high was taken out, I entered into a scalping trade on the call side around here, and I got out at the close of this inverted hammer candle. Now, the reason was at the start of the day, the markets were showing some bearishness, but then again, here market showed a change in structure. And since we were going in overall, I'm asking you guys to be trading in a much more safer way, and that was the reason. Just at the close of a uh, doji, I exited my trade. If not here, I would have to exit around here. And with the kind of VIX which is there right now, I believe around here I would have been going out at cost. But the exit that I got was a decent profit. I'll not call it a great trade, but it was a decent trade. But then again, nonetheless, one to be definitely worth taking the efforts for, because you clearly see the change in market shift, and that is what the market was showing, that a bullish trade can be initiated around here with all the confirmations with an SL as low as this. So this was the only trade that I took in the markets today. Now I am suffering from a small conjunctivitis issues in my eyes, so I'm not too keenly observing in the markets. But then this was the only trade that I had taken. I have not been looking at the markets as consistently as I look at the markets every single day. Uh, that was the reason why I quickly exited the trade, and then again, I was intermittently looking at the markets, and you can see the complete haphazard action that was playing. Now, the reason why I was still looking at the markets is I am still holding on to the option selling trade in the other account that I'm experimenting with. That is going great. The trade was executed on the 10th. Right. The trade was executed on the 10th, and it's still going great. It's still in very good profits, and it's for tomorrow's expiry. So I believe for this particular trade, in case if the market remains sideways, I will be capturing a good amount of almost a complete premium that I have sold. So that is something which I'll save for another video. But then I hope the market structure and the change in market structure point that I wanted to explain has been clear. In case of any doubts, please put it down in the comments and I'll try my best to answer those. Now for tomorrow, we'll quickly look at the daily chart. I believe it's an inside bar, yes. So we have formed a good inside bar around inside the Friday's candle. Okay. on a 75 minutes time frame. Okay, the structure is still bullish. This was the last swing. I will be deleting this for tomorrow. For tomorrow, I'll keep the plan of action very simple. When the ever this swing is taken out, I will be entering into a long position. Now, most people can have this query that all I always suggest taking a breakout trade above the day's high, and right now I'm suggesting you to take a trade around the break of this swing. Why? The difference. There's no difference as such, but then I find this level a key importance level. I am sure it is. If we take today's high till today's low, it will be above the zero point 0.5 to 0.618 zone. Yes, so 0.5 to 0.61 zone is around. It's much above the 0.786 zone as well. That is the reason why today's market price action on a bigger time frame was clearly on a downtrend only. We opened near the highs, but we have closed near the lows. So yesterday's candle opened near the lows, closed near the highs. If you look at both these candles, they are looking extremely similar. The only difference is Friday the markets opened near the lows, closed near the highs. Today it opened near the highs, closed near the lows. So that was the reason. This is a negative candle, and above the particular swing zone, that is what above this particular swing high, we can create a long entry. For any short entry, I'll wait for this low to be taken out as well. I'll keep tomorrow's trading extremely extremely simple. This will be a no trading zone for me, and needless to say, we all know that of course above this particular zone we are automatically long. The only thing which is again, I am planning a short entry around here, but then again, there is on a 75 minutes time frame, the fib level that I drew. There is a from this swing till this around this swing. So this is the zero point 0.5 to 0.618 support zone on a 75 minutes time frame. So even if I am taking a short entry around here, I will be careful. As per price action, of course, we can take a short entry, but then again, around here, I will be careful. And once this level also gets taken out, the entry can be or the position sizing can be increased. Should we also look at a buying opportunity around here? Should we get a buying opportunity around here instead of the sell-off coming? Yes, we can look for a positive price action around these levels, and we can look for going long because these levels have been derived using the 75 minutes time frame and will be holding some importance in an on an intraday basis. And as usual, tomorrow is the expiry, so trade safe. Don't try to gamble or don't try to gamble or get in double or triple your money in quick, simple trades. Save them for the Hero Zero post the 2 p.m. based on open interest. So yeah, uh, that's it for today's breakdown. Remember, the charts are always telling us a story. It's up to us to read it with discipline and patience. If you found this video useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow traders. And drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. I would love to hear how you're planning for tomorrow's session. Until then, stay focused, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, and thanks for watching.